Alright, y'all. Here's another overview of my my daily driver, tow vehicle that I used for all my projects. It's my 1997 F350 7.3 diesel. It's only got 157,000 miles on it. It's got a 5-speed manual transmission. Pretty rare combination. The story behind it was that it's a school work truck that I bought from a guy who was a diesel mechanic who worked on it, but you can tell it's got some dents. It's a little worse for the wear in the body, but you know, I kind of like that. I kind of like that it's a truck. It's not something that it's not one of those luxury vehicles anymore. I mean, everyone who says they love the truck, they talk about how they don't make them like this anymore. And, you know, there's some truth behind that, but yeah, body's seen better days, but the rest of it's pretty much, I mean, it runs well. It runs really well. It's got more power than I'll ever need to. So if you like OBS Fords, it's a beautiful truck. Let's start doing so it's got a 4-inch lift, 35-inch tires, manual lockers in the front, no lockers in the rear. This was a bumper that I got from a guy they had a 2002 Ford F-150. You can tell it's a little narrow for the truck, but I kind of liked it, make it look a little aggressive. But I ended up chopping the bumper apart, piecing it back together, and welding it, and then welding new mounts for it to fit. But I kind of like the way it turned out. And then Harbor Freight had their deal on their winches, so I ended up buying a 12,000-pound winch for it too. Yeah, so Harbor Freight had, you know, their deal on their 12,000-pound winch. So I decided, you know, I got a few $100s to spend, so I think I spent $280 out the door for it. And I had a few pieces of stock laying around, so I just welded those to the front of it. Kind of defeats the purpose of having a big bumper, having the, you know, the winch hit first, but you know, whatever. It's about the look. You can pull the truck out of some mud holes too, which is nice. But you know, I don't take this thing too seriously off road, so it works when it needs to work, and I'm just planning on not slamming into anyone with the winch. That's my plan. Hood's seen better days. Obviously the body is not in the best shape. How to put the roof lights on it. I kind of want to get one of those visors a lot of OBS Fords have, but end up being too expensive. I just settle with the eBay roof lights. They turn on every time the headlights are on. That's how I wired them. Bully side steps, because you know, it's all about the look. Used to have no side steps, but I dig it. They're stainless steel, they're nice. Inside the truck, sorry, it's a mess. Like I said, it's a truck. It's not a luxury truck, it's a truck. Inside the truck, I took out the front seats and I put bench seats from later model Ford. So I have front and rear bench seats. I kind of just like that look in a truck. I think it looks old school. The floor used to look this shiny when I redid it. Now there's mud everywhere from walking around the woods with some of my friends on the land nav trail. Shifter, pretty easy. Lop it off with a grinder. Weld on 5/8 nut or a 5/8 bolt to it, and you can thread on whatever beer shifter or beer tap you like to it. I don't know, I like Yingling, kind of matches with the maroon too. Since the locks in the door, or the key doesn't work to unlock the door, I figured the only way to keep things safe, I'm gonna have my gun with me when I'm driving around, is you know, 2 Home Depot locks on the glove box, you know, prevent anyone from opening it. You know, dice, because OBS Ford. The mirror is one of those fancy Amazon Bluetooth rear view camera mirrors with the dash cam and like a G sensor for parking. Way too nice for the truck, but the rear view mirror is nice because it's a long bed. It helps out a little bit. Back seat. Obviously covered in mud. Like I said, went to walk a land nav trail with some of my buddies last weekend, and we kind of got it caked. Amazon returns, naturally. High pressure crossover lines, those are being installed maybe this weekend, probably next. We had a leak. Naturally, it's a 7.3, so naturally we had I had a leak in it for like the last month, and it got really bad. The injector stopped firing, so I figured I probably should replace those. I found out that the leak was in one of the high pressure lines, so I replaced that one. But then, you know, when you buy new ones, you buy them in a set, so I just have the extra ones. And I also bought a crossover line for it, so it equalizes the high pressure oil, or the high pressure in the oil system a little easier. But I just replaced the one that was broken. The other two are going to go on a later date. I just didn't feel like doing all three at the same time. I just wanted to fix the problem so I could drive it again. But yeah, that's going to go on a later time. You guys would probably like to hear it run. Maybe check under the hood too. Oh. You know, Bluetooth are so Amazon special. Mirror, dash cam, rear view mirror. Let's do it in reverse. Pops the rear view. Oh, TS 6-position chip. You know. Oh. First one is just higher revving, so if you're starting cold or in colder weather, it jumps you to 1,000 RPM instead of 600. And then the next four have an increase in horsepower up to 135 horsepower. Even though it still likes to leak. Yeah. What though? Ain't nothing like the sound of a fucking 7.3 straight pipe. Obviously, with the tune on it, rolls a little cold when you want it to, the highest tune. My 1997 Powerstroke diesel, old bias style Ford, long bed, 8.5 foot bed. Any questions, comments, things to improve on, things to do to it, just let me know.